Hello and welcome back to the Reapers. I hope you're all doing super well. So time for the F-16 first impressions. So this is literally going to be my first time jumping in. Confirmed, guys, I haven't been in it yet. Confirmed. I've been out for mother-in-law's birthday. So we're just coming. I've just installed it. I've just set the controls up, or I think I have, and we're going to go and do it. So that's it, really. It's a big day, really big day for me. For this, this is the biggest plane for me so far. So if we go back to when I was growing up in the 80s, where I kind of formed my real opinion of aeroplanes, and I was lucky enough to grow up surrounded by USAF air bases. We had F-16s, F-15s, A-10s, all the cool planes, all the big Cold War 6, I used to call them. And that is, so we didn't call them the Cold War at the time because we were in the Cold War and you didn't refer to it like that, but the big 6 were the F-14, the F-15, the F-16, the F-18, what we call the legacy one nowadays, and on the other side, the Su-27 and the MiG-29. Those were the big ones when I was growing up, and those are the ones I love. And this was my one. We all had a favourite, this, and then the next one was the Su-27 down my list. But this was always my favourite, and it was my favourite because it looks very pretty. But even at that young age, to me, it seemed the most focused one. It had the least fat on it. It looked like if I didn't know anything about dogfighting and energy conservation and weapons loads and stuff at the times, but just by looking at it, it looked the one that looked most like a bird. It looks the most aggressive, and that's why I liked it. And it's always been my favourite. I always hated the Hornet as a kid. And maybe that's why I've never really got on with a Hornet. There's different reasons in DCS, but it's always been my most hated one, in real life since when I was a kid. So I can't delay it anymore. I suppose I'm going to get in an aircraft and go and have a look. So off we go. I apologise if I sound a bit low at the moment. It's nothing to do with this aircraft. I don't want to upset anyone. It's purely because I had some really bad news today. So this is something you've got to take into account. I'm just going to turn the sounds down for a little bit. Okay, in. Now, don't talk, guys. I'm going to perform completely my own impression. Wiggle my round. I have watched a few seconds of Wagner's videos, but it's just been literal. I've been in and out of hospital over the last 3 days. I just haven't got the time at the moment. First things, the seat looks amazing. It's like it's got, that's the same format as I've got in my my car. It's kind of cool. Okay, you know what? It's not that bad. It's not that bad. So, I've been warned that it'll be like the Hornet. And the Hornet, I've never got on with in DCS. It's so complicated. There's so much information to be thrown at you, which is great. Most people love that. But if you don't get to fly it very much, it makes it a very difficult aeroplane to learn. And I struggle with it, no bones about it. I do struggle with it. And my main concern about the F-16 is I'll struggle with that. There's only so much information I personally can take in. First impressions, it looks much more focused, and kind of what I was saying about the exterior side of it. It's got all the fat cut off it. It's pure. When I was watching the design video of this a long time ago. It was Spray and his team, and they were just talking about how they wanted just an engine, a cockpit, and the smallest wings they could fit. And the best dogfights capability possible. That was the kind of doctrine at the time, as well as making it as cheap and as light as possible, which came with the other things that we've just talked about. And you can see that is now obviously, as it went into service, it got fattened up. It gained 2 tons of weight. It gained 2 tons of weight. Gained 4 foot or 6 foot of length. Got fattened up because it had to carry certain weapons. It had to be, to make it politically correct, it had to start taking bombs. It had to start taking T-pods and so on. That's just how it is. It makes it a viable weapon for the taxpayer that way. Jesus, I keep going off on tangents, don't I? It's been one of those days. So it looks immediately more focused, a little more simplified. I haven't used it. You guys have used it. Would you say that's correct so far, or would you say that's a wrong first impression?
I'd say it's correct.
Yeah, I'd say it's much simpler than the Hornet.
Okay, that's great. That's my first thing that's really important to me. It's got to be simple, especially for me. And a lot of people like me, not everyone's a super nerd that's going to be able to fly an F-18 for 20 hours a week. Most people get to fly 1 or 2 hours a week. Not most people. Some people like me get 1 or 2 hours a week. It's important. It's simple. So, guys, first things first, I've just got to turn cockpit lights on because I'm a very bad eyes. I found them already, don't worry. That looks good. That panel appears to be stolen from the Hornet or near to. That's really good graphics. I really like that. That's pretty sexy. Happy with that. Looking around, it's a decent cockpit. I'd say on par with the F-18 in terms of quality. Not quite with the F-14, which is just amazing, but it's a good solid cockpit. I think that's going to last. It's going to last some time, so I'm pretty happy with that. Seating position, interesting. I'm seated pretty happily. Now the interesting thing is I've got a really good view down below, which is going to be great for dogfighting with this bubble canopy and this excellent view. Also good for ground attack. Obviously this is a ground attack aircraft, or strike aircraft as well. Any comments on the visibility, guys?
Excellent. No, it's excellent.
Yep.
I seem to be, although I'm retracted back on the 30 degrees C, I am up high. I can look over everything. I can even see the nose, which kind of can in the Hornet a bit as well. But I feel like I'm up in a Land Rover or something. So that's good. Right, where do we go next? Let's have a look at some cockpit. Now, like I said, I haven't really been able to study the manual. It's just not possible at the moment. I'm going to have a quick look. I'm going to start on the left, what I'd call the left console. A bunch of superfluous stuff. Flaps. Is this automatic flaps, guys?
Yep.
Good.
Yes.
Good. I've got manual trim, pretty much superfluous. Fuel, not massively important. We'll go through it at some point, obviously. I've got this, which is IFF. Okay. I'm guessing no IFF at the moment, guys.
Nope. Okay.
Roger. Exterior lighting, nice, simple, looks good. Just to quickly double check I am recording. So it's all good and logical so far. Get that throttle lever out of the way. EPU. That's emergency power unit. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Is this not got an APU?
No.
Negative.
Okay. I'm just guessing here, but I'm guessing one of the things is it's so light and small. It doesn't have room for an APU, so I'm guessing it has an EPU. Does anyone know the fuel for the EPU?
Hydrazine.
Hydrazine EPU. Roger. Okay. So especially in emergency, if you like APU, in case our engine goes out. We've got ELEC, so it's electrics. I'm not entirely sure what that can be. Anyone know what the ELEC panel is?
That's the battery.
Batteries, Roger. Yeah.
And
okay.
your bus notification.
Okay, you got AVTR, video recorder, question mark? Non-functioning by the looks of it.
Correct.
Wagner's not letting me turn the button! He's not watching my reviews, obviously. Disclaimer, this is not a review. I've not even flown this thing yet. It is first impressions. And the thing is, first impressions should be first impressions. They should not be like, not going to name any names, but basically anyone but me that flies it for 5 weeks and then does their first impression. That's not a first impression. That's a formed opinion. First impression should be the real reaction you have to the aircraft. And you can't fake that. It's very important to have that. Right, yeah, so ECM is ECM. Annoyingly, it looks not functional, so that's a bit upsetting. I'm guessing it's going to come. Do we know?
Unknown.
It probably will come. It'd be weird if they didn't. I've got my comm. I've got my radios down here. Got my TACAN there. ILS there. Oh, no, it's only these look like volumes. This is like volume master volumes. Yeah, okay, that's that. It's up nice and high. The Hornets is too far back. Okay, what's this, guys? Top of or front of the left console, main both. This is AD. Oh, UHF primary radio. Primary UHF question mark.
Yes, I believe so.
Roger.
Same radio as in A10.
Looks primary, and we've got. Looks like we can set our own manuals and use presets. So I'll do a video probably on that tomorrow. Figure that out. Manual pitch override. What is that, guys? Manual pitch. Okay, you don't know. Jet fuel, probably starter, engine starting stuff, almost certainly going to be there. Okay, throttle with the buttons that I've already looked at in the controls. So we've got that left knee panel, I suppose I'd call it. We've got the gear moving up and down, bunch of miscellaneous, emergency jettison with a weird little button there, but okay. What is this, guys? NWS. Does this have a missile warning system on it?
Yep.
How about that? We've got an MWS. Interesting. We've got our RWR, we've got a jammer, which is the same thing as the ECM question mark. We'll find out. So this looks like a systems panel. No, this is a countermeasures panel, sorry. It's a countermeasures panel. So we can set our various programs up here. Confirm we don't have single release program only. We'll go with
so
yes.
far, that's all
As
we've
far as I found.
Yeah, almost certainly that. It just feels like that kind of jet, I can just tell. What we've got here is threat warning auxiliary, probably RWR control. Working our way
That's
up.
your second, your auxiliary, though.
Roger, auxiliary RWR. We've got what are going to be indicator lights / warning lights around here on the chin, or what do we call them? We've got laser arm, we've got a master arm button there, we've got it there. Looks like a couple of autopilot buttons there. ECM light on, must be for when the ECM's on. Looks good. We've got classic RWR. None of this crap when they put it on the thing. Good classic RWR. One complaint for people like me, I can't really see that very well, but I guess I could move my head position to do that. RWR warning lights, no doubt. 2 MFDs, guys. Tell me about the MFDs. What do they like to use?
Black and white and a tiny bit like the A10.
Yep, I'm feeling the A10 thing already. A10's black and white. No, A10 was colour. It has the moving map. Remember, it's the TAD. Looks like we've got.
Yeah.
These actually are color displays. Well. There's no color.
There's no colour.
There's nothing that uses color.
Roger. So this is. Anyone know the date of this Block 50? The date of release?
It's 2007, I think.
Wow, how old tech is that, boys? That feels weird, doesn't it? Okay.
When they first boot up, it gives a color test on the MFDs.
Oh, that's interesting. You know what? I like it. It feels a little bit simpler to me than the Hornet. I've no idea what I'm doing. I'm clicking all the wrong buttons, but you just get a feel for it immediately. Stand by. I'm not going to try and using it at the moment because I've not been taught how to, but okay. Simple OSBs, contrast, same over the other side. How do they work? Have they got the same functions on them, guys? I'm guessing, and you can. Yep. Almost certainly that is right. Okay.
Yeah, you can swap them and do what you want.
I had a quick look on Wagner's video. Confirms it's a soy system, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and TMS. Or no, it's going to be DMS, isn't it? Okay, I'm not going to play with that because I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. Right, flights, not controls, flights, instruments. We've got, what's that? It's going to be a speedo, mapometer. We've got barometric. Is this servo? So yeah, this is going to be a servo pneumatic, isn't it? Barometric with inches mercury, decent ADI. We've got an AOA indicator. Is that degrees or units?
No idea. Oh, it looks like degrees. It's labeled as degrees.
Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't have asked. Degrees, good. Interestingly, it goes negative as well. We've got a vertical velocity indicator. This is going to be. Is that noughts? What units is that? Anyone know? Oh, 1,000 feet per minute. Understood. HSI. It's good seeing a HSI, analog HSI. We've got. I can see nav. That's going to be. Is this INS or EGI? Is it EGI, guys?
INS.
Main system.
I think it's INS.
Okay. Roger.
Yeah, I think it's INS.
Okay, I've got to do these vids tomorrow, so I'll find out. We've got TACAN. We've got PLS nav. Can't find the ADF. We have ADF or DF. What do we have, guys, in radio navigation here? I've not seen an ADF panel. Oh, there it is, ADF on the UHF. We do have ADF, but our guy is not letting me select it. I'm guessing Wagner hasn't put ADF in yet, so that's something. We've got basic course adjuster, heading adjuster. Going to have a course deviation bar in there. 2 from nautical miles to target. Okay, looks pretty strong. Fuel quantity select. What's this? I see. So I can. It looks like it's one of these planes with numerous tanks scattered all over it. Would you agree? We've got internal wing, external wing, norm. Okay, I'm going to have to read about that. External fuel transfer. Is that for refueling? To where? External fuel transfer?
I think that's for redistributing your fuel if you're having pump problems.
Roger, we've got tow brakes in this. Yes, we do. Okay, looking good. We've got an AOA index at the top left. On the right, we've got, is that commands for air-to-air refueling, question mark? Opposite the AOA indexer?
Yeah, it's air refueling and nozzle steering indicator.
Nozzle steering, press that button. Yes, lovely. We've got a HUD. It looks, immediate first impressions, the HUD data heavy. I'm not fond of a data heavy HUD. Where do we adjust the HUD? It's not on the UFC. Where is it? Must be a box down here somewhere. There it is. I see it. It's behind the control stick, which doesn't wiggle, which is weird, but okay. Yep. I've got some. I see some. Yeah, there is HUD. Right, so I can turn stuff on and off the HUD by the looks of things and change things. We've got an easy declutter for the HUD that I'm missing. Doesn't
No
look
idea.
like it. Okay, that's fine.
Not that I found it.
Let's have a quick look. Barometric altitude, radar altitude. Dunno. Pitch ladder. Don't have a roll indicator. Velocity vector. Probably dunno. No radar on. No magnetic heading, weirdly. It's because I'm on the ground. Is it different on the ground? Speed. Speed, is that CAS or is it KTAS? Sorry, is it calibrated or is it indicated?
Indicated, I believe.
That's going to be G.
There's a C next to it, so I'm assuming it's
Calibrated. That's
calibrated.
calibrated, Roger. We've got a G there. We've got. I'm guessing that's going to be a Mac. I'm guessing that is going to be some sort of nav. Telling us we're in nav mode. That is probably to our waypoint or not. Oh, there's our roll indicator in 2s of degrees or 2.5 degrees. Nav. How do I switch out of a mode that's not nav, guys?
Press one of the buttons on the UFC.
Roger, just spotted them. Air to air. So A to air mode doesn't change anything. Air to ground. C goes to CTRP. It doesn't change anything. It's interesting. I would expect it to strip away different symbology on those two modes, but it doesn't. Why not, guys? Very
No idea.
odd. Very
idea.
odd design. But okay, we'll go with that.
Hey, Cap, you can change between CAS, TAS, and ground speed.
Roger, thank you. Okay, guys, that's the hard. Let's look at the UFC. Is it called UFC? We've got the
No, it's
data entry something. I saw in his video.
ICP, I think.
ICP and data entry department display.
Yeah,
Something there.
DD, something like that.
Okay, DD. The first impressions. That looks like a A10C CDU? Question mark. It looks very much like an A10C CDU. The first things I see here is comms. What's that? That T1X. That's going to be a TACAN. Steer points. It's a steer points, not waypoints, isn't it? And a time.
Yes.
That looks like a CDU to me. And you've got, I'm guessing MGRS. No, it's not MGRS. Something on the bottom left. Don't know what that is. Basic UFC. We've got different pages here. Are these different pages for the DED / CDU.
yes. Choose
Roger.
the buttons.
Oh, I see.
Number buttons.
Yeah, got it.
Go to different pages.
Roger. It looks like this is where I can change the lat long of my steer points. So this is where I do it. Elevation, yeah. So I can change the steer point lat longs here, add steer points in, and add time on stations or time on steer points. That's good. Symbology, brightness, overall brightness, depression, radical depression. It's going to be for rockets and stuff. Manual control, and I'm not sure what that is. Contrast question mark. Gain, auto, flare. So what have we got for a flare here, guys? Have we got the HUD? It's the HUD flareable. It's 2007. It must be. So
It doesn't work right now, so it's hard to
Roger.
know what it does.
Com 1, Com 2. So I've got the radios here, which is good. Got the IFF. Oh, wow! You press the IFF button. It's got the different
It
different
comes up
modes.
with a bunch of numbers. But
Yeah, well,
it doesn't-
there's mode 1, mode 2, mode 3, mode 4,
Yeah.
and so on. Interesting. Got a list, which gives us a list of just different commands by the looks of it. Sub modes, different buttons here. This looks hard to. Look at that. That's interesting. This is called the data control DCS. So these switches are almost certainly going to change that there. Okay, very good. More flight controls. We've got a backup ADI here. We've got a fuel flow meter, which is good. Amazingly, I'm doing 1,100 on the ground. How thirsty is the engine, and what fuel can we take? How much fuel? Total weight. Where's fuel? Where's fuel? Doesn't tell me. It does. Only 7,000 internal. Pretty shit.
Only one engine burning.
What's the fuel burn rate? Can someone give me a burn rate if you're up in the air? Low speed, high power, please.
Around 4,000, 4,500 pounds per hour.
Yeah. Okay. Right. What have we got here? Engine dials, oil pressure, nozzle position, percent. We've got overspool. Can you overspool this engine? You got an emergency mode.
Haven't tried it yet.
Roger. There might be an emergency mode in there. F-tit. Anyone? Oh, that is going to be the. Wow! Look at the temperature of the F-tit turbine inlets. Something. Maybe this is why we're getting so much power out of this engine. You've got really high turbine inlet here. Really high. Someone put it on afterburner and tell me what Celsius you get. Magnetic compass, fuel gauge, probably configurable by the looks of it. Hydraulic pressures, main and backup. Indicator lights. The thing above the indicator lights, haven't seen that before. What's that? It's like a little screen.
I don't know what that is. That may be another indicator.
Okay, I'll look into that. Cabin pressure or cabin pressure differential. Annoyingly, you can't move the stick out of the way. Can we get rid of it altogether? No, we can't. I can't see what's behind that stick because of that. Chronometer and something I don't understand because I can't see it, so I'm going to ignore it. HUD control. Can't see that. Does anyone know how to get rid of this stick? More HUD control.
Don't know.
Nuclear consent, question mark.
Not functional.
Plane, card 1, card 2. These are ciphering comms, maybe? Not sure yet. We've got here interior lights. We've got air conditioning. We've got zero eyes, self-destruct, question mark.
Correct.
A voice message, absolutely no idea. Some kind of cut off. What the hell is that big iron thing? Is that an armrest? It's an armrest, isn't it? Okay, quite cool. O2 supply, don't know. KY, this is encoder, right? KY58? It's an encoder for the voice, so that won't be functioning. Yep. Anti-ice for the E, probably engine. Anti-cell.
Antenna select upper or
Oh,
lower.
antenna select, right, okay. It's not actually modeled in DCS, but it's a thing. They had it even in the World War II planes. You just had to select upper or lower antenna. Really interesting. Some planes you actually wiggle the antenna or change the shape of it to get to get the signal. Avionics power. Is this literally? This feels like just circuit breakers? Question mark.
Yeah, those 5 switches are just part of the startup.
Right, circuit breakers basically, and that's it. Right, it's the full.
And your INS
Okay, full
is
cockpit
down there too.
done. This is just bullshit. Obviously, I'm literally just guessing as I'm going, but it's good. Flight controls. Send.
There's a switch on the sidewall that adjusts your seat position up and down that you'll like.
Thank you. Yep. UFC to me looks good. Fat buttons for stupid people. RWR, good old-fashioned RWR. Excellent. Don't piss around like the Hornet one. Screens, small, but good. Happy with them. Engine gauges, perfect. Flight controls, perfect. Here, where they're easy to see, exactly as I need when I do my ILS landing, TACAN landing, whatever I'm going to be doing, I don't know. No AMPCD, perfect. Exactly like I want it. HSI, exactly where I need it, not hidden behind anything really weird position. These are not overcomplicated panels. It's got everything I need, to be honest, and more. A lot of that is just never going to be used in a day-to-day flight. HUD, it's data heavy, but I think we can work with it. It's in a weird position for me, but maybe I just have to get used to it. Chin, eyebrows, whatever these called, all pretty good. How do you cancel eyebrow warnings, chin warnings? The ridge, I see. I've already found how to do it.
Master caution
Roger.
on your left. You can press.
Yeah.
You also have a warning reset on your UFC.
Happy with it? How was the loading times? I didn't notice. It's good loading times? Well, they haven't complained, so
Yeah,
it's
it was
probably
quick.
Ooh, hook! Haha, down. Stand by.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Oh, Wagner, really? Are you serious? He knew.
One of the bugs they know about.
Bugged my ass. He knew exactly I was going to be flying this fucking thing, and he said, "No, can't
We just have to land it on the carrier without a hook.
Roger. Right, next thing is, again, this is not a review, but let's do it review style. Let's be thorough. Let's be logical. Next, we need to look at graphics. Looking outside the cockpit. Interesting. I'm just going to turn the sounds down, because I've got a blaring headache from today. Okay, it's canopy good, nose good, gear good. I still don't. Tail good, nozzle good. What do you guys think of the bod? The bod still doesn't do it for me. Is it a texture issue?
Oh, yeah, I think it looks off.
I know everyone wants to say, oh yeah, it's brilliant, they've done a great job, but, you know, don't lie. Just don't lie. People will like you if you don't lie. It's not right, is it? Let me change, I can't change liveries, question mark?
There's only one livery.
Brilliant. I think they need to maybe work on the textures, add some shading, some things. I spotted it when he did his first, you know, cheeky blokes. I said, those polygons aren't right. I know this because I used to be a 3D modeler myself. And it's just not quite right. So it just needs a little tinkering there. I know no one will ever listen to me, but one day they will. Otherwise, the model's good. It's solid. Let's start zooming in. Let's have a look at that intake. Okay, the gape is good. Happy with it. The mesh is pretty fine. Happy with it. Good detail. Nose and front anterior fuselage is good. Vents on the top of the nose, in front of the bubble canopy. What are those vents for? Anyone know? Or guides? Vanes, sorry. Vanes.
Those are guides. You had to guide the air up over the canopy.
Vortex vanes are there.
Okay. So it's air stabilization or air control. Gear. Stand by. Let me move forward and see. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Pretty happy with it. It's not Tomcat, but it's good. Looking at the rear gear. It's okay. First some slightly prettier textures, but you know, it's all solid. I'm so tempted. I'm in review mode. I just want to start giving it numbers out of 5, but I'm not. I'm not going to do it because there's the Gatling gun. Oh, is this Mike 61, guys?
Believe so.
Okay, so that's what 6 barrel, 20 mil. Stabilizers. Let's have a look. Okay. We have combined flaps and ailerons, question mark. Flapperons. Looks like it. One piece. Okay. Should have plenty of roll authority. How's the roll authority up there, guys?
Very good.
It's good. Pretty good.
Tail graphics are good.
Blackish.
I don't like the stabilizer graphics. I don't like the mid and rear, posterior fuselage graphics. I'm not too keen of the wing graphics. What do you guys think? Is that me being fussy?
No, there's something up with the wings, isn't there?
It is. It's not right. It's just... It may be a texture thing. I doubt it. I think it's the sheen. Maybe they got the sheen wrong or something. I'm really not sure. Have we got leading edge flaps, slats, whatever they're called?
Yes.
Yes.
Are they automatic deploy? Why are they not down on the ground?
They are, and you can lock them if you want.
Roger. Okay. Graphics, I've explained it as I've gone through. It's a pretty bird. I can see why I liked it, guys. It's pretty bird. No dihedral or anhedral on the wings, I notice. I really thought there was in this plane, but it's obviously me getting it wrong. Notice there's a kink about 2 feet into the wing. There's a kink. Does anyone know what that's for? Just part of the body merge, maybe. Never seen that before. It is. Just part of the blendings. Just ignore that. Lovely blending, isn't it? From those lurxes, or if you can call them that, into the wing. Really clean airframe.
Talking about that little
tiny little boundary layer I can see in there. Let's see if I can get in there.
Yeah, it's probably the attachment point, right in.
Roger. Are these the vents? No. Yeah, so it's a good model. It's a good model. It just needs a bit of tidying up on those where those grey areas are. A texture might fix it, guys. Textures can ruin a model. You might put a camo in there and it might just look perfect. Alright, let's have a look at the nozzle. Let's have a look inside first. Afterburner rings. Meh. Okay, I suppose. It's a big old turbofan, this, isn't it? It's got quite a high bypass on it. Jet pipe looks pretty good. Let's see what the afterburner looks like. Wheel brakes on. Nozzle's pretty decent, isn't it? I like the nozzle. Real new age, cool nozzle. Anyone got the thrust rating on this engine? Static. Oh, you guys haven't done your homework. You've had time as well.
It's a little bit more than what the airplane weighs.
Okay. Still pretty cool. Afterburner stays on for a little bit too long, but God, it's a big nozzle. It's a Mirage nozzle. Air brake. Ooh. Okay. That's pretty cool. How effective are the air brakes, guys? Because they're small size, aren't they?
They're appropriate for the size of the air brake.
Yeah, they're okay, but this thing does not like to slow down.
Okay, so the answer is they're crap. That was the answer. That was the answer to my question. Understood. So what's the braking etiquette in this? Then are you gonna yaw or what? Boys don't know. Right, let's start going on to. So that's graphics. Has it got all the fancy condensation clouds and all that bollocks?
Yes.
Yes.
Take your word for that.
They look quite good, yeah.
Let's just have a look at these pylons, guys. We've got it's got edge of wing pylons of 1, 2, 3, 4 per wing. Yeah. Can you have double mounts?
Yes, you can. You can have up to 3 Mark 82s on some.
And we've got a centre pylon, so that's 1, 2, so that's 9 total weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no. You can't put anything on center right now.
Roger. Okay. Okay, that's good. I'm going to have a look at sound next, and then we'll look at capability. In fact, no, because we need to go in the air. I'm going to have a look at capability first. So, what are all these extra pylons for? I've got... no, scratch it. What's 5 left and 5 right?
One you can put your teapot on. The other one you can't put anything on right now.
Right, so... Understood. Bombs. We've got CBU, crap. I've got non-wind corrected, 97s and 80. So 97s are intelligent, 87s are non-intelligent. Neither are wind corrected. These are cluster munitions. I've got GBU 10 and 12. They are laser guided, 500 and 2000. So they? Yes, Cap. They are.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Can we self-laze?
Yep.
Sort of. Yeah.
Is it the Lightning 2?
Yep.
Okay, we've got £500, £500 snake eye, £500 parachutes, £2,000 pods, TER pods with multiples of everything we talked. That's a good amount of bombs there. Okay, happy with that. Pylon 3 is going to be smaller. Air-to-air, AMRAAM B and C. It's got the X sidewinder. How about that, boys? Wasn't expecting that. Okay.
Yeah, it's nice.
Is it going to be helmet controlled?
Yes.
Yep, it's already implemented.
Okay, happy with that. Pods, that's bullshit. That's a fake sidewinder. Bombs, as we've seen before. So we've got none of the harms or any of that stuff up. I'm quite grateful actually.
No, not right now.
A bit too much to handle. Right, we've got the loud 3s, 19 times 2.74. We've got no Zunis, question mark.
No.
Negative.
Also, you can't have multi-mounted loud 3s by the looks of it. Single pods only.
Yep. Right now.
Yep.
Okay. Pylon 2, same for air-to-air. So we can have, what, 6 AMRAAMs? Question mark.
Yep.
So that's pretty limited.
6 air.
That's pretty limited. You can have 10 in a Hornet? Question mark. I think you can, can't you?
Yeah, you can have 10 on
Right.
Hornet.
So it's
a lot of drag.
So it's going to be it's going to be a small little Mirage-y dogfighter thing, isn't it? Rather than a big standoff missile thrower. Okay, that's all fine. That's what I expected. Flares can have 60. Okay, where are the flare stations on this thing, guys? Where's the countermeasure stations? Where am I looking?
Just underneath the gear handle.
No, and they're on the actual body of the
I think they're
aircraft.
underneath the fuselage.
Okay, so I don't think I can see them. Annoyingly, because I'd like to see where they're coming from, but okay, I can't get under my plane at the moment. 60, that's okay. It's not great, but it'll do. Gun ammo, gun type. High explosive incendiary tracer. Why wouldn't you have tracer? Question mark.
I don't know. It defaults to non-tracer, so you have to click tracer if you want it right
That's
now.
stupid. Wagner. Fix.
Yeah.
Target practice. What's it? Sapphire? High explosive, armor piercing, something. Anyone?
I don't know.
I need explaining. Target practice tracer. It's a serious question. Why wouldn't you have tracers? I guess fighting at night and you don't want to. Okay, stupid question. Scratch it. I've burnt 9% gas already, guys. Sitting here, you're going to have fuel tanks if you want to use this in the fight. I've burnt 9% sitting here idling. It's going to be a fuel problem plane. I can already tell just by sitting here.
It's not. I've been flying it around for a few hours, and I shouldn't burn it. It's just as efficient as an F-15. It's literally the same engine.
Why would you say that? It's not the same. Why do people say that?
It's the exact same engine.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the F-15's engine.
They used them on the 14 suit.
Okay. You mean contemporary, don't you? Because that's not the same in DCS.
No, I'm saying like in real life, they're the same engine they put in the F-15, but they put one of them into an F-16. So you should have a very similar fuel economy.
That's not true in DCS though. We've got the Pratt & Whitneys in the F-15, so I'm just saying. Doesn't matter. Right. Okay. So it's just like the Hornet when it came out, basically, but we've got a T-pod as well. T-pod functionality, any good yet, or is it just no functionality? What's it like? Does
it works.
Okay,
Right.
that's fine.
Sort of.
Has it got IR or is it CCD only?
No, it's got
IR,
white hot,
black hot.
Good.
It's basic right now, but it works.
Pretty happy
Well,
so far, guys. Right, sounds next, and then flight model, and then some stupid stuff, I guess. So I've got to go and pump my old sounds up, so I may need to shout. Right now, sounds is very, let me zoom out. Sounds is very important to me. A lot of the module makers overlook this. Cock it up, fuck it up, just get it wrong, and they ruin the module for me. Now, a lot of people, most of you guys at home, have your sounds turned right down. I know this because whenever I watch anyone else's video, you can barely hear the thing. Completely wrong. It should be loud. This is what attracts people to planes, the loud afterburner noise. So, first things first, in the cockpit, can I hear the engine, or is it like the stupid Hornet? No, I'm not allowed to say that anymore. Is it like the Hornet, where the auxiliary sound is so high, because they've cocked the mix up, that you can't hear the engine? Stand by as I listen. It's good! Yeah, Wagner! You did it! You listened to me. Listen, I can hear the engine. Okay, can I hear afterburner? Stand by. Don't know because I can't. I haven't got any spades. Has it got high gain nozzle steering, or is it? No, it's fine. Doesn't matter. Right, listen to that.
It doesn't have high gain, but it's got pretty good steering overall.
No, you can't. He's done the same thing as he's done with a bloody Hornet. 5 minutes. You can't hear the afterburner. He's put this weird, like, shh sound over it. But you've got to have a... Wagner, you've got to have a crunchy afterburner. People have got to know when the afterburner's on, when they're in a dogfight. They can't feel it like a real pilot can. Just boost the sound out, put a big crunchy sound. You did it in FC3, do it on this. God, that annoys me. Right, first, on the plus side, that's the... Apart from the weird skin, that is the first red mark on it. Okay, I need to go listen to sounds in the air. So, I hope I haven't crashed my wings. I appear to be okay. Yeah, the nozzle steering is good, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
Easy to flip.
How's the stability on the ground?
It's tip over.
We've got tricycle gear. Yeah, we have, haven't we? Tricycle gear.
Yeah.
Is that you lot?
Back once, yes.
Yep.
Have you been sitting here waiting for me?
Yep.
Aren't you good boys? Aren't you good boys?
The good thing
It's fine,
the
it's
damage
self-lighting.
model isn't working right, so you probably have
Hey,
damage.
no damage model for Cap. Right, guys. Wicked. This is cool. I better go and get a video of you guys taking off. I'll get a video of you taking off. Hang on. And then when I go up, I'm going to do my various tests.
Somebody's taken off already.
Well, don't do that, whoever you weird person.
I'm a rogue man.
Oh, fuck. He's uncontrollable, isn't he? Trying to control him in the mission is like trying to control a 3-year-old.
Do you want us to take anything, Cap, like fuel bags to weigh it down to see what it feels like weighed down? Or
Yeah, absolutely. Take whatever you want, boys. I'm just going to get some shots of you. Stand by.
You gotta take the classic 2 AMRAAMs, no pylons.
Yeah, the AMRAAMs on the wings look really good in this plane, don't they? Always really admired that.
First F-16 GR takeoff.
Wow, these are amazing shots I'm getting. People is going to like that, you know. Okay, guys, you guys will just do. I've got brake on, so just go up one by one, hang around the airport. Let me just get in position.
You sound like a robot.
you mean to disconnect and reconnect from Discord?
Roger.
The Discord's fine.
Com check. Com check. Woohoo! You got me back, boys? Yep. Stand by for takeoff. One at a time so I can hear your afterburners. Right. So it appears Wags has messed the internal afterburner sound up. Let's see what the external is like. It's really good in the Hornet. I'm expecting good. First man, off you go. Straight into burner, please.
Just go hold.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's just the Hornet sounds. Copy, pasted. More or less. Next guy, mil power only.
Here we go.
Too quiet. Fix it. More decibels on mil power, please. I can hear that guy, who's a mile away, louder than the guy right in front of me. So frustrating. Need that right in the mix. Very important. Okay, guys. At ease, take off when you want, however you want. Do some fancy takeoffs. Try not to crash.
trims on the left side, get the speed brakes out.
Yeah, I think it's done on purpose. It is going to be interesting in the crosswind.
The buffet is extremely serious in this plane when you fly in the wake of another plane. I literally, I was pulling 9 Gs, flew into the wake of another F-16 and it instantly blacked me out.
Roger, it sounds like it's not working right at the moment. Okay, Cap Takeoff, any comments on takeoff and landing for this thing? Or takeoff at least?
Easy.
It's like landing on a carrier. It gives you the proper landing, angle of attack, little bracket, all that stuff. It's very, very gentle and easy to land.
Really disappointed about that afterburner sound. Taking off, Cap. Are these DCS knots on the... God, it's fast, isn't it? Oh, it's fast, boys. That is fast. Right, what's the roll like, boys? Let's try it out.
Really good.
Is there a de-restrictor or is that max?
Altitude.
It's okay. It's fine. I was expecting a little bit better, I'm honest. It's got a lot of authority there, but okay. You're not really going to need much better, are you? I can't wait to add it to the chart and see how good the turn rate and everything is. Energy. You're not conservation. What's the word, guys? The brain's not there. Damn it. How does it manage its energy? Does it lose it? How does it work on alpha? Guess we just find out. Where's the alpha meter, guys, on the hub? Can't see it.
Oh, I don't know. Let's see.
It's not on there.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't
kicking
think it
off.
has one.
The alpha meter is actually gauged in vapor off the wing.
No.
Yeah, I
Every
can see an
aircraft
alpha
needs
meter there.
an alpha meter on the HUD. Where is it on the HUD?
Top of the
I
left
think it might be on top left.
Top of the ladder, yeah.
Oh, no. It's literally in the middle center console, right next to your
Well,
nav
that's
ball.
simply not good enough. That's ridiculous. Here's Spray. You're my hero. What the hell?
Sure, it's not up left
Oh,
ladder.
it's AOA left side of the climbing ball.
Yeah, but
Head
that's no
down.
use. That's no use, Squiddle. No pilot can use that in a dogfight, can they? So you've got to do it by sound, is what you're telling me. Fine, we'll do it by sound. So, we'll carry on with the sounds now. Right, let's start turning. Let's start some G. In we go. The G, the breathing effect is a little low in the mix. Bear in mind, I've got my sounds up. G effect needs to come up. Engine sounds are fine, but you've got to have that burner sound. It needs fixing. Let's listen to airframe noise, guys. So stand by. First of all, lateral airframe noise. Let's go straight at 500 knots and see how loud it is. It's there. I can hear it. Oh, I forgot to check. Does it have grumble noise on the ground when it's rolling? Someone go down and check it's got grumble noise on the ground when you're rolling. Linear. I meant to say linear airframe noise is good. It's a little loud. It's hard. No, it's okay. Scratch it. It's fine. It's good. Now we need alpha airframe stress sound. Get ready. It's good. It's good. One of the most important sounds in the module. It's good. So we're going to have to tell our alpha by that sound. Turn and listen to what I'm saying. So get used to listening to that sound. It's good. You've redeemed yourself, Wax. Okay, that's good. I've got a magnetic tape heading now. Okay, guys. What else? Sound. Flybys. Stand by. Low power. It's okay. It's good. It's Hornet. It's Hornet sound. Afterburner going on. I need to listen to dynamics. What you want to hear is it quiet when it's coming towards you, loud when it's going past you, quiet when it's going away from you. That's what they cocked up on heat blast. It's got to get this right. Quiet, loud, quiet. It's perfect. Exactly as it should be. Well done. Is this Bill Simtech? Who is this?
Eagle Dynamics.
EA, yeah.
Slight problem, guys. I've got some. We're going to go on to flight model next. Sounds are good. He needs to add in the afterburner sound in cockpit. Otherwise, I'm good. G could come up in the mix a little bit, but otherwise, I'm happy. Gun sounds. Is it easy to use the gun in this, guys?
Yep.
Yep.
Just tell me really quickly how to do it.
Dogfight
Roger.
mode.
Now guys, dogfight. Got it. And
Just to confirm, there's definitely ground rumble. I've just done a touch and go. Definitely ground rumble.
thank you. I can't use the gun, bollocks. Is the gun okay? Is it just a Hornet sound effect?
Turn on your master arm.
Yep. It's just a Hornet sound effect, it's fine. Have you got
Same
have
gun.
you got a thud when you drop the weapons? A thud. Thud anyone?
Dropped GBU-12s and you can't hear it.
Right, that's the problem. It has to be added in. You have to add that in the sound model in DCS. Okay, fine. It's a good solid 4 out of 5 for sound. Pretty happy with it. Next, guys, we need the flight model, and this is the most important thing. The flight model will kill an aircraft. How does it feel? How intrusive is this? Fly-by-wire? God, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. My brain's not working. First thing I noticed, it's got the mirage problem, and this may be something I have to get used to. But you've got to work the stick. How am I going to explain this? You've really got to work that stick to get it to start moving, haven't you?
Not very sensitive.
It's not very sensitive, maybe, yeah. And that's nothing to do with the plane per se. That probably the fly-by-wire, what it's doing to the surfaces. Same problem with the Mirage. Anyone got a solution for that? I haven't had a solution on the Mirage.
Well, if it's not sensitive enough, you can always make your curvature negative in the settings.
That's what I did. I thought the latency was just too high.
Yeah, it's got bad latency. And how did it work?
It does. It seems to make it a little bit more responsive.
Okay, that's good. Right, happy with that, guys. Next, let's see. Feel. The most important thing is feel. Now, I've got to get over land to do this. I can't do it over the sea very easily. Oh, it's good. I can tell already, it's good.
Yeah, I've been flying for the past few hours, and it's honestly probably one of the best flight models
Roger.
out there.
Now, if you're
Feels
new,
really-
if you're new to DCS and you don't know what we're talking about, no one can quantify this. I've had developers ask me, what's my complaint with the flight model? And I say it doesn't feel right, and they say quantify that, and I say I can't. I can tell you if it's right, and I can tell you if it's wrong, but none of us could quantify what it is. I've defined it now as how immersive is the flight model to an experienced virtual pilot. That is not how realistic it is. Not how realistic it is. We don't care how realistic it feels because we're never going to fly a real F-16. We care how it makes us feel. How realistic does it make us think it is? Does it break our immersion? That's what I'm interested in as a virtual pilot. And it's good. It's good.
The blackout is really good. The sound slowly fades away with the blackout.
Roger. Tiny little thing. It does come off roll very quickly. However, it must be one of the lightest planes we've flown, so maybe we'll forgive
very
them.
light.
Yeah, that's realistic.
You see, yeah, sure. Even when
yeah, for sure.
even when I neutralise the stick and not just cancel it.
Yeah, that's realistic.
All right, okay. Just an
That's the flight
observation.
computer countering it with the flight control
Right.
system.
So it is actually probably going into inversion, but I'm not going into inversion. Understood. Okay, let's really take it to the extreme, guys. Let's go slow. How is she going to handle it? Really good sound, Wagner. That's exactly what I've been asking for. Big alpha sound, just what we need. Right, let's see if she'll stall. Yep, she'll let you die, alright. Whoop, let's get out of that. Good, that's what I want. I don't want it. The Mirage has a bit too much intrusion for me. It makes me feel like I'm not a master of my own life. This is good. I can quite happily kill myself in this, which is what I want. If I crash into some poor child's house, then sorry, but I can do it. Let's try and see what happens if I do that. How easy? It doesn't seem to stall as easy as the Hornet in terms of alpha. It doesn't really go into that horrible alpha magnitude that the Hornet does, so I'm a little bit happy about that. What's it like for high-speed turn?
Sustain 9 Gs.
I haven't run out of fuel yet.
Feels good, man. Economy's good on this.
It's a little bit sensitive in the roll for me. I might have to dampen out a bit, but we probably just need to get used to it. got a G meter in it. I see it. Ooh, 9G. Look at that. You don't get that in your Hornet, do you, boys? Really nice. G fade is good. The G fade is different in all aircraft, so they have to get the G fade right and not too. Problem is, again, if you want a really aggressive flight model, you get a heat blur module. But they're also very difficult to fly because they'll just suddenly black out. The pilots will just black out. Now I know you can say, yes, they don't have fly-by-wire, and that's true, and that's probably why. But it is, you know, it makes it very hard to fly and frustrating. So it's good progressive. Blacking out, pretty happy with that. It's restricting me now. Let's go slow. Cool. Right, should we go for landing, guys? Flight models are good. Solid 4.5 out of 5, to be honest. It's nothing wrong with it. Sounds good, not perfect, but they're good. Visuals, there are a few problems as we've seen, but pretty good overall. Where's the airbase? Anyone know?
So the big plume of smoke is in front of you, off your left.
Right, let's check the acceleration. Now we know the F-16 is not the fastest plane in the world in terms of kinetics. It's no F-15. But she's accelerating pretty hard.
Pretty sure its low speed acceleration is actually faster than the F-15.
Interesting. I will be fully testing this, of course. Oh, Squidle, have you got the poundage of these engines static?
I can't remember. I already did the math a while ago, but I can't remember.
These are the General Electrics in this 2007 version, aren't they?
Maximum thrust of 32,500.
32. That's these are the new General Electrics, right? So that's really good. That's really good.
It's a Block 60, but it's quite close. 49.4.
What's the airframe poundage? Empty airframe poundage. Anyone got that? I'm going to land now. Any tips for landing, guys? Automatic flaps, right?
High AOA.
Doesn't like to slow down.
Flaps automatic. Standard procedure in landing is airbrakes out.
No trim?
No, it's automatically trimmed, so the F-15.
Ooh, FC3, nice.
Oh, it's
you know what, guys? This is going to make us a lazy pilot, because it does a lot for us, doesn't it? Which is nice. I'm not complaining. It's going to make us a lazy pilot when you go and fly a flanker or something. Cap, final, kind of. Landing speed, guys. Talk to me on low weight.
It's on speed.
Roger, I see it. Indexer, yeah, got it. What have I done wrong? I've got no indexer. My gear are green. It's because I'm too fast, probably. Let's find out. I've got no indexer. I'm doing something stupid. Viewers are probably watching me laughing at me. Come on. Is there an error bracket on the screen? I don't think there is. Yes, I see an alpha error bracket. It's down there. So I'm going too fast. That's what it is. Yeah, it's... Oh, sorry. It's because of my head position. I couldn't see the indexer. It is there. Wheel brakes are shit. Parachute, question mark? I can't remember.
No.
Oh dear. I can see a few people rolling over in this thing. Get out the way! Move! Sweet, no damage model, my favourite.
That was good.
F Super Cap J-turn. Yeah, I bet a few pilots have done this IRL. Woohoo! Super Cap J-turn. Who needs a damage model? Right. There was something I wanted to test. I wanted to check out the weight. I guess basic kinetics on this thing, chaps. So, where is the weight? There it is. Total weight with max fuel. Pretty safe. Yeah, it's about 1.1, 1.15. We're about 27,000 pounds unloaded, fully fueled. 32,000 pounds of thrust static. So, it's about the same as the F-15, a little bit less maybe.
More,
my arse. Right, we'll race it, but not now because I've got to go to bed. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm happy with it. It's a good cockpit. Model's pretty good. Flight model, it's good. There's no doubt about it. The sounds, it needs a few tweaks in the mix, but it's good. It's all there. And that's it. That's it. I look forward to learning it over the next few days. Any final comments from you guys?
Yeah, it's one of the first fighters in DCS that's greater than 1-to-1 thrust-to-weight ratio on takeoff. So
on
Of
takeoff.
course, if you load it with all the bombs and fuel, then yeah, it's not.
I'm not
but
actually sure that's true, Squid. I'm not sure this. I'm not sure this is, does this.
You don't remember, but about 2 months ago, I did all the math and compared it to an F-18.
Yeah, but your math, you're like ADHD.
It's like
You can't do
1.2.
math.
Oh no, yeah.
All right,
I'm
I'll
a
tell you
math man.
We've got one of the first things we're doing. This is a mass drag race, so we'll do the math there. Thank you. So we'll go over it then, but I don't think, I mean, this is my plane, I would know if it was really fast. Can you please stop doing that? If I annoyed him that much.
No, but there's no damage.
Has that really got no damage, man? Oh, fuck it, whatever. Alright, yeah, pretty happy with it. I'm happy with it. It's good, it's pleased because this was a big risk that this was going to be shit. So, be happy with that. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign off. I'm already way late, past my bedtime. I'm going to get in trouble.
Alright.
I'll see you guys later, and we'll do some tutorials tomorrow. Oh, good lord. Oh, it does have a damage model. You just have to hit it at 500 knots. Very good. See you, boys.
Cheers,